Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about chapter 5, functions and graphs. And today I'm going to talk about part 2 of functions and graphs. Without further ado, let me move to the next page. So let me write down the graph. I'll write down the equation which I need to graph. Okay, so you have y is equal to 1 over x here. Alright, so in order to draw this graph, what you need to do is you need to set up a table with your x and y value. So choose let me start with a few values. You start off with -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so for x is equal to -2, you sub it into this, you will get, what do you get? You will get -1 over 2, right? And you get -1, and when x is 0 is undefined, and over here you have 1, you have like half, you have 1/3. Okay, so let's plot these points out, but before you can do that, you need to label the axes first. Choose a figure. Alright, so use a different color. Alright, so -2.5. Okay, but before that, let me label the axes first. So 1 here, 2, 3, 4. -1, -2, -3. You're going to have 1. That's it. Alright, so once you have labeled your y-axis and your y-axis and your x-axis, what you need to do is plot the points out. So when x is -2, it should be -half, so somewhere here. -1 and -1, so it should be here. So 0, undefined, no. 1 and 1, 2 and half, 3 and 1/3. 1/3 is somewhere here. Okay, so if you need more points, of course go ahead. If not, I think you can start to sketch. Right, so for this, the right hand side, what you can do is link up the points. So right, I can actually even use of this. So start from here. Okay, so let me just continue with this. I should use a blue color. Okay, so it isn't very nice here, so let me do a better job here. Okay, still not very nice, right? So I'm doing it manually, so wow. So doing it manually, so please can do a better job. Right, so this is not yet. This is only the positive side of your x-axis. So now it comes to this part over here. So let me continue here. stop here and continue to do for this. In fact, you can add in your -3 here. You are supposed to get -1/3, by the way, so you can get another point. So -3 and -1/3, we adjust here a bit. So -1/3 is somewhere here, right? So get rid of this. Labeling is here. This is points. So let me continue with get rid of this. Connect the dots together. Here, here, and here, and so I should up here, here, and here, right? Alright, and let me continue. Extend this. Alright, so this will be your y is equal to 1 over x. Okay, so this is your y over, this is your 1 over x. Okay, tidy up a bit. Alright, so this is how you draw your y is equal to 1 over x. By the way, if you can't see it, this is actually your x to the power -1. Alright, so we talked about positive power graph yesterday. So over here, you learn how to plot this x to the power -1 or 1 over x. Okay, so let me continue. So what if you have this y is equal to 1 over x to power x squared, which is also x to the power of -2. How do you sketch this? Okay, so before you can sketch this, what you need to do is you need to have you set up a table x and y. All right, so has your -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, and choose another color. And when x is -2, you put it into this, you will get 1 over 4. Over here you get 1 over 1. This is undefined. This is 1 over 1. This is 1 over 4. This is 1 over 9. Alright, so similarly, let me label the x and y axis. So let me have 1, 3, -1, -2, -3, 1 here, and 1 here. Alright, so what you need to do here is when it's -2 is 1/4. 1/4 is somewhere here. And when it's -1, you should get 1. Okay, 0 undefined. 1 is 1. 2 is 1/4. 3 is even smaller, so it's somewhere here. Right? So I hope you can see the trend. So for -3, you will get 1 over 9 as well. So right. So what you need to do here is connect the points. Okay. So by the way, I'm using this, but I hope you can see that over here, this part isn't very good. Okay. The reason is, can you see that it touches the x-axis and then it start to come up? You see, start to come up. This is not what you want. Okay, this is not what you want. Okay, so that's why I can't use this tool here. I can't use this tool. I need to get rid of this, or I can actually make use of this. So it seems like I can't use these two here, right? Yes, I can't use these two here. I have to draw them separately. It's alright, so I can't use these two here. So what I need to do here is I need to use freehand. Okay. So extend it out a little. By the way, it shouldn't touch the x-axis. Alright, so then it should go up. Alright, this entire thing is it's not nice at all. So let me do a better job. I believe I can do a better job. Okay, extend it. Okay, now I'm going to do it for the right hand side. So let me just do it this way. So drawing graph using freehand is really challenging. Alright, so don't want to do it freehand. Okay, but if you can have some like a ruler, flexible ruler for you, go ahead and use those tools. Right? Okay. Yep. So this is your y is equal to 1 over x to the power of 2. Okay. This is the graph. All right. So I was talking about instead of drawing it, instead of freehand, okay, you can also go ahead and buy the French curve set, or you can also use a flexible. Alright, so this French curve is preferred. If not, use a flexible ruler. Okay, so you don't have to draw it freehand, because it's really challenging to have a good curve if you draw it freehand. Okay, next, I'm going to have the last one, the last question here. So the last question here is y is equal to x plus 1 over x. Okay, and you are going to have this set up the table -3, -2, and instead of -1, okay, instead of 0, let me test -1 over 5, and then 0 and 0.5. Oh, sorry, here is minus 0.5, right? So 0 and 0.5 and 1, 2 and 3. Okay, then I will stop. So let me get the y values also. So if you sub in your this -3, okay, you're supposed to get 3 and 1/3, and for this you're supposed to get -2.5, over here -2, over here -2.5, and this is your 2.5. Nope. So okay, by the way, 0 is not defined, right? 0 is not defined because of this 1 over x. 1 over 0 not defined. So here, when it's 0.5, you get 2.5. 1, you get 2. When x is 2, you get 2.5. And when x is 3, you get 3 over 1/3. 3 and 1/3. Alright, so now let me label the axis. So you have your 1, 2, 3, and -1 is 2, 2. And over here you have 1, 2, 3 as well. -1, -2, -2, and 0, x-axis. Okay, what you need to do now is label the plot the points. So let's start off with -3 and 3/3. -3 and 3/3. Oh, you're supposed to get negative here. Okay. All right. So after you have tabulate the table, what you need to do is do a check. Okay, do a check for the for all the values. Okay, why? Because all these values here, is going to affect your curve. So if something is not right with your values, one of them here, your curve is going to be affected. So it's important to check your values. Okay, I almost make a mistake here. Okay, I don't want you to make any mistake. Even if you have to make a mistake, you should realize the mistake and do self-correction. Okay, so it's always a good practice to do a check for all the values in the table, okay, before you go ahead and draw the graph. Okay, so let me double check the values first. So over here, okay, looks good. So I'm going to plot the points now. So you have -3 and -3 and 3/3, so it should be somewhere here. -2, -2.5, somewhere here, and -1 and -2, -0.5, -2. There's 2.5, somewhere here, and 0 undefined. So I've completed this part. Now let me come to this part, which is the positive side of the x-axis. 0.5, 0.5, 2.5, 1, 2, 2 and 2.5. Oh, 2.5 should be somewhere here. So this point isn't very accurate. So 2 and 2.5 is here. So with this help, 3 and 1/3 should be somewhere. Alright. So now what you need to do is you need to join the points together. I think I can do a better job here. Let me try these two. I'm not sure, but let me just try it out. Oh, these two helps, but I think I can do a better job. We start off. Alright, so I get the, so it looks like a tick, you know. Alright, so let me complete this side now. Okay, so you have another inverted tick. So this is your y is equal to x plus 1y. Alright, so this question is a combination, okay, of this linear function plus your 1/x function, right? And previously you have this y is equal to 1/x to the power of 2, alright? And over here you have your y is equal to 1/x, okay? And that's about it for today. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.